However, if you watch this video to the end, you would have the full story and the full understanding. There's been a lot of curiosity surrounding this WACK100 and Big U beef. A lot of people wondering, where did their beef start from? Why are they currently engaged in the most drama-filled beef in recent LA history? Now, this video here was created before the Big U RICO, before Big U was arrested by the feds and indicted. However, if you watch this video to the end, you would have the full story and the full understanding of exactly why Big U and WACK100 can't be in the same room and why they dislike each other to extreme degrees.
So Flakko's breaking down this whole little beef. And mind you, this is from a year ago. So the reason why I brought this up is because we're going to see how dramatically Flakko has changed his thoughts and opinions in recent times. But let's keep going.
People, street people, kids, listen, it's a new element out here. You know what I'm saying?
It's called the WACK.
And cop. Big U is the leader.
Like you said, he asked me about the other dude. Before I even knew WACK100, I let him do what he gonna do, bro. Allah got to deal with that. He got to deal with Allah, because I'm not gonna disrespect him and nobody else to get no likes. You know what I'm saying? But if they want to disrespect me, that's cool. Because if I see you, I'm gonna demo on you. I'm gonna take the case.
But things weren't always like this. There was a time, believe it or not, where WACK100 and Big U were best friends.
I respected him. I learned to love his family, care about his family. You know, we both been in each other's homes. Our kids know each other. You know, and I looked at his son like a nephew. You know, no matter what it was. You know,
well, you look at everybody like a nephew. You got a lot of nephews, bro. You got a lot of nephews. You look at a lot of different niggas like a nephew. So I'm just simply saying to all the grown men who WACK looks at as nephews, does it like lose any value, the fact that he like has so many nephews, or do you guys all individually think that he loves you the most and you're his favorite? How does that work?
We was there, you know.
Our niggas for sure is cousins.
Any situation that has something to do with me, whether I knew about it beforehand or not, he was also there for me.
So where did things go wrong? How did these two go from being best friends to sworn enemies? Luckily for you, you clicked on this video because I got the answers for you.
Am I tripping, or was this nigga just like in a living room? Now he's in a little bedroom.
Actually have to rewind to the year 2000.
Well, you know what? We're thankful to Flakko, because Flakko's going to help us keep the narrative going. That WACK is a flu flammer. Thanks, Flakko. Appreciate you.
That's when this journey starts. WACK100 and Big U got introduced to each other through Death Row.
Okay.
You see, WACK100 joined Death.
Did this nigga do another wardrobe change? That's like the third wardrobe change this nigga's done in this video. Yeah. Like, okay, so I'm not tripping. This nigga keeps changing clothes. He's changing clothes and going. His business.
Bro, through Reggie right here. Reggie and WACK had a relationship, and Reggie vouched for WACK to Suge. And that's how WACK100 got his intro into Death Row.
When I first met Reggie, I told Reggie, listen, I'm here for whatever it got to be, but I really want to conduct some business. So Reggie gave me his phone number. And after going out a few times, few situations happened.
Telling a former cop or cop that you want to do business. Wow.
Happening on that side of it, few conversations with Reg on the other side of it. He eventually put me on the three-way call with Suge. And he told Suge, like, yo, man, we need this dude around. He brings both elements. He's a thinker. He bought his business. He got his own money. He ain't up here asking for a check. And, you know, but he with the if we got to be. So that he told Reg, y'all keep it together. And, you know, when I get there, you know, we'll put it together. And that's how that came.
But Big U's introduction to Death Row was a little bit more grim. Big U was still in prison, but Big U's name rang bells in the streets of LA. It was like a mystical figure, a street lore. The stories you've heard about Big U,
how you know all this? Nigga, ain't nobody told you nothing. You just make yourself up.
Make you think that Big U wasn't a real person. Like, for example, Big U apparently holds the knockout record in LA County Jail. During one riot, he knocked out 32 people. Big U apparently holds the all-time record for knockouts in county jail with a couple hundred, even 1,000, some may say. So Big U is a mystical figure. Like, the character Debo in Friday was actually depicted after Big U. That was actually Big U he was acting like. So with Suge Knight operating on the West Coast and understanding who Big U is, Suge wanted to get in Big U's good graces. So while Big U was in prison, Big U's brother passed away. So Suge Knight sent flowers to the family, and that went a long way with Big U.
First time I ever heard of Suge and Big U communicating was through when Big U's brother got killed and shot at a studio. Rock, the realest.
Yeah, now that's a crazy story, man. The whole situation behind Big U's brother, God bless the dead, that is a wild situation, and that is a wild scenario. Go back and check that out on Bomb First. They'll give you the whole 1-2 step like Sierra, but yeah, that shit's crazy.
Big C style and all of them. And Echo Sounds. So Kid Rock came to me and said, hey, you know, Big U, it'd be a good look if Death Row will send some flowers and, you know, give the mother a little something to help out. And I thought that was a great idea. And I brought that to Suge and I told Suge that, hey, you know, this guy Big U, his brother was there, even though it wasn't a Death Row function, those niggas was doing that on their own. Corrupt and the realest messing had some dudes from Dallas come in town and they were up there selling beats and raps and all trying to make some money, and some dudes came through and laid their ass out or got shot. And you know, I think we gonna send a little check to help out and send some flowers. And she was like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, do that. You know, gave me the blessings to do that.
Big U really appreciated Suge sending a check and flowers and looking out.
Now, that is a good sentiment. Like in the streets, that goes a long way for street dudes because it shows solidarity, it shows love, it shows respect, and it shows a level of empathy. So that's definitely a good move. That's definitely a way to get somebody on your team.
Even though they didn't have a relationship and didn't know each other. So when Big U got out of prison, Big U and Suge actually formed a really tight bond.
You think because you got home court advantage, you know what I mean? I'm ready to book on it. Watch this stuff. We don't have no parties where I come in my area.
But like most good things in Suge Knight's life, the harmonious times came to an end, and Big U and Suge Knight found themselves at odds over an unknown conflict. So while Big U and Suge were at odds, WACK100 still kept in communication with Big U, and they became tighter as WACK100 was still in the fold of Death Row, while Big U was on the outskirts due to him and Suge Knight's conflict.
Me and Big U met Suge Knight. Actually, Big U had caught a violation, I think, Reggie.
So it seems like maybe, just maybe, WACK100 was doing what WACK100 does by way of playing all sides of the fence, because WACK is somehow, some way cool with all parties despite these dudes having an issue. Now, you know what they say, man. A friend to everybody is, a friend to everybody is a friend to none. Somebody who's loyal to everybody is loyal to none. So I wouldn't imagine that WACK100's way of going about it, as far as him maintaining all these relationships, is going to play out well for all the parties involved, because it's going to appear as if he's playing both sides of this fence.
Reggie had to help with trying to get him out. Suge help with some attorney money. I want to say 03, 04, somewhere around there. And that's how we met. I met through Suge. And Suge, over the years, he's on and off with anybody. So me and Big U kind of like continued our relationship.
In 2017, 6ix9ine was the hottest rapper in the world. He was scorching hot. The dude had rainbow hair, but in every video, he had 100 killers. So he demanded attention. But here's the thing. 6ix9ine was...
How the hell does 6ix9ine end up in this situation? What I want to know, what does 6ix9ine have to do with Big U?
Repping a blood set. Now, when you're repping a blood set, there's politics that comes with it. But 6ix9ine would make it very clear that he wasn't checking in, tapping in, or bowing down to anybody, even though he was repping blood and he's obligated to.
Yo, I'm gonna say this right now before the media starts covering their own story. There's gangsters all over this world. East Coast, West Coast, down south, up north, all over the world there's gangsters. I don't check into nobody, you know what I'm saying? I respect everybody's soil that I walk.
Why does he look like that?
But I do not check in anywhere I go, and it's gonna stay like that, you know what I'm saying? So stop trying to tell me niggas gotta check in. It's 2018. Mention my name for clout. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about gangster and respecting niggas' words and G codes. It's now, I want clout, I want to make a name for myself. Everybody who mentioned my name is a rapper. Y'all not gangsters, y'all rappers, and y'all want names for yourselves. It's not gonna happen. I don't check in nowhere I go.
That message came across as 6ix9ine thumbing his nose at an age-old tradition, which is tapping in and checking in when you come back to the motherland of gangs, which is LA. Now, one of the people who just left a bad taste in their mouth was another blood rapper who was on the opposite coast, LA, The Game. Now, The Game at the time was being managed by WACK100. So when The Game went on stage and said F6ix9ine, well, WACK100 was forced to co-sign.
Man, now with that all being said, I'm sure The Game is extremely happy he got away from the management of WACK100, considering all things. Because boy, wouldn't it have sucked for him to have been a part of this federal indictment or RICO or this crazy situation, because your manager can't manage to stay out of drama. Man, I'm glad that he, Barnacle.
Find the sentiment of F6ix9ine.
Ass blood, fake ass blood. 6ix9ine. 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 Fake blood. Fake blood.
The Game is signed to WACK100. So WACK100 was full.
The Game was actually never signed to WACK100. The Game was managed by WACK100, and The Game is no longer actually managed by WACK100. So both things are actually false. The Game was never signed to WACK100. He was managed by him. And yeah, like I said, no, flu flammery, but whatever.
Forced to back up and co-sign the Game sentiments and ride with the Game no matter what. So this started a full-on war between the Game, WACK100, and their crew versus 6ix9ine's manager, Shotty, 6ix9ine, and their crew. And this beef will
how does this have to do with Big U?
Play out on social media.
The Game. I remember the first time I saw The Game, he was on Love Connection. I'm older than 6ix9ine. I saw you crying on Love Connection. Suck. You ain't no gangster. You worked out and got tough. I'm mad at this little man. What y'all mad at him for? Y'all trying to get album sales off of Tekashi 6ix9ine. Out of here, WACK100, you old pimple. Look at your face, you faggot ass. Niggas come to New York.
Yo, whoever this New York is, the nigga right with did the video about need the chapstick and all that. That's in the project building with the K Marches. Yeah, you listen. I'm not gonna tell you to suck because I ain't in the man, but I'm a very disrespectful motherfucker. I'm gonna tell your mama and your dead ass cum guzzling grandmama. Yeah, tell them to suck on them.
What did the grandma do?
Now, I done went way past rap because I'm not a rapper. So me and you both know what it is.
How you feel as a grown ass man with 3 kids on the internet, trolling a 21 to be your son, bro? Like cut the out, bro. Let's be real. WACK100, like let's be real. Like, come on, WACK. Come on, WACK. Come on, WACK. I spoke to you on the phone a few times. This was not your energy, bro. You were supporting all the way support, bro. All the way support, bro. Cut that out, nigga. WACK100, nigga.
WACK100.
Oh, come on, bro.
Industry blood, you heard?
Industry blood,
That
nigga.
nigga industry blood. That nigga not even good in the streets, you heard? That nigga industry blood. He go with the executive. That's where he get his bags from.
Now you're probably
Damn, which is actually true. Even Tekashi knew WACK was the industry blood. That is barnacles. Like, nigga, even Tekashi knew. That nigga say he's an industry blood. He's not even in the streets. Damn, it's not a lie.
watching this and wondering, what does this have to do with WACK and Big U? Bro, I'm getting to it. Let me cook. So Shotty will respond back to WACK100 and tell WACK100 that him or any of his associates are banned from New York. And if they come to New York, it's going to be up and it's going to be some real consequences.
That niggas holler at that. In the game, if you tough, tap me with your New York, like you said, and pull up in New York. This thing last year, y'all niggas cannot pull up in New York this year. I don't give a who you think you could call. Y'all niggas cannot pull up in New York this year. Straight way. You must not be a real gang member, because Black Wall Street is out of New York. Nigga. Double R to my real rights. Y'all know the hit, man.
Around this time, 6ix9ine and another blood rapper, Trippie Redd, were currently at odds. Now, 6ix9ine was on the...
For those of you guys who don't know, Trippie Redd is a guy who whooped out Tayfred. We might know him as Tay of Third, but Tayfred, what I like to call him, was accosted and whooped into the wall by Trippie Redd. And yes, Tayfred was whooped literally into the wall.
Coast under the supervision of Shotty. Trippie Redd was on the West Coast under the supervision of WACK100. Remember,
That's not true at all. That's not true at all. Flakko is 100% wrong. he was not under the supervision of WACK100. I'm not going to say who he was under the supervision of. I know for a fact, it was not WACK100. Flakko was not giving you guys accurate information.
The ban wasn't just for the game or WACK100. It was for all of their associates. Both sides had banned the other side from coming to their hometown or their respective coast. So
say what you want to about Trippie Redd. He has and still has some real Parus around him. I can say I know that factually. So it has nothing to do with WACK100. So I don't know where that Flu Flambery's coming from.
So it was doomed for somebody to call the bluff of the other side. So Trippie Redd decided he was going to call the bluff of 6ix9ine, and he was going to pull up in New York with some West Coast dudes for protection. But things didn't go as planned for Trippie Redd, because when he pulled up to New York, 6ix9ine had a bunch of goons waiting for Trippie Redd at his hotel.
6ix9ine is still a he's still a ass on him. There's 6ix9ine done. He can't come to LA at all. Never.
Crazy is because Trippie Redd's from like Ohio or something.
Again, if he comes to, bro, if 6ix9ine comes to LA, it's over. And I'm in New York right now, bro.
It's crazy because that nigga's for sure from like Ohio.
You feel me? So it's like, if y'all really think, bro, about that, bro, really go tell that, like, pull up right now, like, right now, like. Cause bro, you want to know what bro did? Bro had waiting for me at my hotel, some 9 Trey niggas. As soon as I walk in the building, hit right in my mouth, nigga. Chase them niggas, 4 blocks. Chased you 9 Trey blocks. I chased the niggas myself, mostly. I ran them niggas down myself. Shout out to the myself, and I.
6ix9ine will respond back, taunting Trippie Redd for thinking he could come to New York and go untouched.
But if Trippie Redd like made a video about it, he obviously wasn't that, wasn't that deep of it, wasn't that bad, that wasn't that great of a costume to put him in. I know he was a costume, but it doesn't seem like he was in that much of a costume. If he made a video about it, it was like, oh, they're weak, blah blah. Sounds like he's still like antagonizing you guys. It doesn't seem like he learned a lesson and or is taking you guys serious, if you ask me.
What's going on? But I feel really bad about it. Your chin is bruised up. You just can't be out here calling people gay, bro. Can't be supporting false accusations. You can't be ranting on live, talking about I'm good in New York, talking about New York this, New York that. Like, you just can't do that, bro.
New York with a baseball bat.
You should put some ice on that chin. It's bruised up.
This nigga looks like a baby mama. He looks like he looks like this tattoo on his face. He genuinely looks like that.
I feel bad, bro. And you can't just start snitching and say it was the non-trade. You can't do that, bro. It's not gangster. That's not. I just want you to be my friend again. 1400, I told the pole. 6ix9ine, I told the pole.
When WACK100 found out that Trippie Redd got touched in New York, even though he had some West Coast dudes with him for protection, WACK100 was pissed. And he wanted to know how this took place. How did this happen? And who let Trippie Redd get touched? This led to a huge altercation between WACK100 and Trippie Redd's security guard, Avery Mitchell, at Big U's shop.
What happened was they was having words over the 6ix9ine and the 6ix9ine and Trippie Redd situation. Avery was bodyguard for Trippie Redd at the time. Okay. And 6ix9ine and his crew rolled down on Trippie Redd now. And then we called, and I'm like, hold on, y'all rolled down on them, but my family is the security. And that's how that got. So then the dude got on the phone, and the play was coming together. So somehow they ended up having what? Because they just never liked each other from a relationship that they had over one of the other bodyguards. Right. So we ended up meeting up at my shop, not for them to get down, but it was just for us to square it off. And then now you got to remember, Dog is with me. Right. So it don't matter if you with me,
It's my job to protect you. So you straight if you with me wherever we at. So him and bro was having words. So we was going in the shop. I didn't even have a chance to open the gate. Dog, get off on Avery. Boom, bang. And don't do nothing.
Boom, wow.
To Avery. Avery swallowed it.
Oh, he just ate that?
Ate it. That's why this nigga never stand in front of me. Ever. Because he know I know. Avery ate it. I can be trouble. Avery, you want it? Avery like, nah, we good. I'm gonna let that go. So Avery is
damn. Way to be the bigger man. Get fired on, just let it go.
playing him. Avery just waiting like woo. You know, Avery talking like, man, no, we good. We gonna let it go. Woo. Then Avery easy. When Avery easy, Avery get off on him. Bow. he grabbed the thing. Yeah, he grabbed his thing like, man, I'm gonna edit thing on. Then I'm like, man, hold on, man. Ooh. Then, it go like it go. You feel me? But right. He only by himself, so he ain't finna get trap treated. He ain't finna get nothing. He ain't finna nothing. He finna get, you know what I mean? He ain't by himself. He with me, so he was with a whole lot of people.
Right.
So we break it up. Now we like, man, y'all even, because they be like, nah, I want mine back.
Come out like he did, boy.
Hey. Then we like, okay, now. Hey, we like, now we can get down. He was like, nah, man, I'm cool.
WACK100 showed up one deep in territory that wasn't his. Now, even though he couldn't hold...
Hey, WACK is like Flakko's hero, bro. Like, WACK is everything that Flakko wishes that he was, for sure.
...put it against Big U, he still felt a certain type of way that Big U allowed him to get fired on and ain't really do nothing or... join him in, in demonstrating.
Wait, so WACK got fired on? Hold on. WACK was the one who got fired on? I missed that part. Hold on.
In territory that wasn't his. Now, even though he couldn't hold it against Big U, he still felt a certain type of way that Big U allowed him to get fired on and ain't really do nothing or join him in, in demonstrating on the other guy.
Damn. So Flakko's telling a story about WACK100 getting whooped out? Dang. This is crazy. This is the turkeyest of nuts.
Now, even though he really couldn't hold it against Big U, this was...
Hey, man, you can't be out here doing Duke, man. That's what happens when you're doing Duke. Babe, they doing Duke. They doing the Duke.
Was, the first instance in their friendship to where, there was some bad blood there because of what took place. It wouldn't be soon after this that their friendship would hit another bump in the road. WACK100 would explain this bump in the road as the beginning to the end of their friendship and the catalyst for a lot of...
Wait, so the end of the friendship wasn't when you got fired on and whooped out and just, golly. Damn it. And then WACK said that he never has ever been accosted or fired on, but here's Flakko telling us a story about how this man is in a costume, and I don't know, chat. They're just doing Duke. Man.